My husband has been counting down from 1,000 in his sleep for the past 3 weeks. He hit 0 last night. This morning he looked at me and said, "It's here." It started 23 days ago. I woke up to Marcus whispering numbers in the dark. 987, 986, 985. I shook him awake. He looked confused. Said he didn't remember dreaming anything. The next night, same thing. 942, 941. Every night the numbers got lower. I started tracking them. He was counting down roughly 40 numbers per night. Consistent, methodical, like a clock ticking towards something. I made him see a doctor. They found nothing wrong. Sleep studies showed normal patterns except for the counting. The neurologist called it parasomnia. Suggested stress management. Marcus insisted he was fine, but he started looking at me differently, like he was memorizing my face, like he was preparing for something he couldn't name. Last night I lay awake listening. 3, 2, 1, 0. Then silence. He stopped breathing for a moment. His whole body went still. Then he exhaled and slept peacefully for the first time in weeks. This morning I found him sitting at the kitchen table staring at nothing. When he heard me come in, he turned. "It's here. What's here?" "Marcus, you're scaring me." He smiled. Not a scary smile, a relieved smile, like someone who'd been holding their breath for years and finally let go. "Sit down. I need to tell you something I should have told you before we got married." I sat. My hands were shaking. When I was 19, I was diagnosed with a genetic condition. Huntington's disease runs in my family. My mother had it. Her mother had it. The test showed I carry the gene. The room went silent. Huntington's, degenerative, fatal, no cure. The average onset is around 40. Some people get it earlier, some later, but once symptoms start, it's usually 10 to 15 years before. He couldn't finish. I've known for 16 years. I never told anyone. Not my friends, not my family, not you. I thought if I didn't talk about it, maybe it wouldn't be real. Maybe I'd be the exception. He took my hands. 3 years ago, I started having symptoms. Small things, twitches, mood changes, memory lapses. I went to a specialist in secret. He confirmed what I already knew. It's starting. I couldn't breathe. My husband had been dying for 3 years, and I didn't know. The countdown wasn't random. It was 1,000 days. That's how long my specialist estimated I have before the symptoms become severe, before I can't hide it anymore, before I stop being me. He wiped his eyes. I've been counting down in my sleep because my subconscious has been tracking what my conscious mind refused to accept. 1,000 days of normalcy. 1,000 days of being your husband the way I want to be. 1,000 days of pretending I'm not disappearing. Why didn't you tell me? Because you would have looked at me differently. Every tremor would have scared you. Every forgotten word would have been a sign. I wanted us to have normal for as long as possible. I wanted to be your husband, not your patient. He squeezed my hands, but 0 came, and I realized keeping this secret was its own kind of dying. You deserve the truth, even if the truth is terrible. I sat with this for a long time. 16 years of silence. 3 years of hidden symptoms. A 1,000-day countdown happening in his sleep while I lay beside him oblivious. How long do we have? Really? The specialist says 5 to 7 years before full-time care. Maybe longer if the new treatments work. Maybe shorter if they don't. He touched my face. I understand if you want to leave. I should have told you before we got married. I gave you a future I knew I couldn't keep. I thought about our wedding, our first house, the life we built together, the children we talked about having. All of it shadowed by something he'd been carrying alone since he was 19 years old. I'm not leaving. Claire, I married you. All of you. Including the parts you were too scared to show me. I held his hands tighter. We have 5 to 7 years. That's 2,000 days. Maybe more. I want every single one of them. He broke down. Years of isolation, years of secret doctor's appointments and hidden fears pouring out in our kitchen on a Tuesday morning. I don't want you to watch me disappear. Then I'll help you stay for as long as you can. And when you can't anymore, I'll remember you for both of us. We spent that day making plans, not funeral plans, living plans. A trip we'd always postponed. A house by the ocean we'd always dreamed about. Everything we'd been saving for someday moved to now, because now is all we're guaranteed. Marcus still counts in his sleep sometimes, but he's not counting down anymore. He's counting up. Days since he told me the truth. Days we've spent actually living instead of waiting. Last night he whispered 47 and smiled in his sleep. 47 days of no more secrets. 47 days of being fully known. However many days we have left, we'll count them together. That's what "it's here" really meant. Not death arriving, truth arriving. And truth, even terrible truth, is better than carrying a 1,000-day countdown alone.